Hey guys, it's Untitled here from Geeks. Over the past few months, there is really a growing category or growing need for consumers to focus away from specifications. Or growing need for consumers to focus away from specifications. Hear me for a second right now, but it's really important for you to experience more than just speed, more than just the RAM, more than just the storage. You really now have to experience everything now and today. What I mean is that smartphone manufacturers like Realme is now giving more importance not just in the camera but now on what you see, because it's the next big thing. You really hold your phone a lot of times each and every day, and you have to be proud of using your smartphone, not only in specifications but everyday usage. It has to keep up with your needs, and lastly, you have to be satisfied in what do you see. So this is the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G, one of their smartphones with the highest specifications on the Realme number series. Of course, this is the 10 Pro Plus. I have here the base variant of 19,999 pesos for 8 plus 128 gigabytes of storage. But hear me out. This is the first curved smartphone from Realme. Yep, over the past 10 number series, we kept seeing a lot of smartphones going AMOLED, going high refresh rate, going quad camera, but this is the first that they are going on a premium curved display. There is really a growing category away from those who really want a faster processor or the fastest processors, because that's not really the intention of Realme right now. They want you to experience the best of optics, display, and what you are currently viewing now and right now. Ooh, milangaw. So this is the base variant for 19,999 for 8 plus 128, but you have the higher version for 12 plus 256 gigabyte storage for 24,999. Now, what's the difference between the two? It's really just the storage. You really have to future-proof your smartphone right now based on the capacity or storage. But if your budget is really strict for 20,000 pesos or 19,999, this is really a good smartphone already. Now, to give you the rundown of my experience for this smartphone, let's focus first on the main thing that they provide, the display. Now, to give you some context, our usage of the smartphone is really looking at the display for more than 200 times, might be even higher, in unlocking the phone and looking the content for more than 4 hours of content every day. So what I meant is, if you're going to watch a video, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, anything, why not make it better with a better display? Now, Realme provides here a 6.7-inch curved AMOLED display, which has a good curvature of 61 degrees and very narrow thin bezels, both above, below, and left and right. They achieve the narrow bezels that we are longing for from flagship smartphones, even from other manufacturers on the smartphone on the number series. Now, this is really astonishing because I like a good smartphone that looks sexy and really looks nice on the hand, and it's really capable of juggling. It doesn't feel too slippery. Same time, this matte black color that you see here, it really looks nice. So as you can see here, it's a little bit reflective at the side of being more of flat on a matte finish, but they also have one more finish that they call hyperspace. Of course, we heard before, good optics, good performance, good high refresh rate, but on a curvature display that can display a lot of good colors, because this one is HDR10+, display P3 in terms of colors. That means you have more than 1 billion colors that can be produced within the range of the gamut spectrum or the color range that is even higher than compared to most AMOLED display in the market right now. Not all AMOLEDs are the same, not all IPS panels are the same, and not all LTPTS panels are the same. If you're talking about colors, P3 color gamut is really one of their highest spectrums already that is attainable on the consumer market right now. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to pay too much of a luxury in order to achieve too much. The colors on this display is really bright, vibrant, and it's really good for outdoor usage as well. Up to 800 nits in terms of brightness, but the beauty of this one is really consumption of content. All of the experience that I had watching videos, playing games, just your normal consumption of content, the high refresh rate along with the contrast and also rich colors that it provides is really a winner already for this one. So that's the display for the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. Their main selling point is really to have a better vision of what you are experiencing from the predecessors or from smartphones before. Of course, you still have good optics of 108 megapixel here, and I'm going to show you some of the photos that I've took using this camera. Okay, so we're going to check out right now some of the photos I took using the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G in its camera mode. Let's start off with food first. Here we see more of a photo of an sesame Q from Raminagi. More of the details on the focal. Focus is here based on the sharpness. But once you step away from this focal length or from this radius, it tends to be a little bit more of blurred already, or actually a bit too blurred. But the level of details and appreciation on an artistic appreciation is really there. So let's zoom in a little bit more on the details. Here on the center, it's quite nice. Details are nice as well here. And if I scroll down, the details are nice here. Oh, sorry. The details are nice here as well. So overall, this is a very pleasurable photo to post in social media as well. No fusses about this one. Next is an indoor photo of an kaya toast from Nanyang. The egg here, I wish it could have been a little bit more richer in color, but this is the main problem, guys. If you mix more of cool temperature on the lighting plus yellow, the effect is a little bit null. You need a little bit more of a yellow on the lighting here in order to achieve so. The focus is obviously here on the Nanyang. That's why the focus on the egg and also some of the bread is really nice here, or in the toast. But again, you've seen a little bit of a focal range here, and then it starts to diminish from here onwards. So I think that's really normal. Next is a photo of Mangat Bagoong. Here, the focus is of course here on the bagoong and a little bit of shortness in terms of the radius. But level of details are clear. It's really nice. Colors pop out with that kind of sharpness, and even on the bagoong itself, on the shrimp, you can see here there are a lot of glaze that's being shown. Level of details here is nice, here as well, and of course it's way too zoomed in already, but you can see the level of details. It's really appreciative. Okay, next photo is a photo of a person using the portrait mode. Here is Colin Chan from Ungig over a very bright background. So fortunately he was wearing black, so he can separate himself from the foreground to the background. So the background was really bright. It was an flat panel of white cloth over LEDs, but here the segmentation from his body from the bright light is really nice. Even from the hair, you can see from the strands in the details here, it was properly executed, and this is really a good sample of a good smartphone that can really produce the right black in terms of brightness, the right color. Even on his face, the level of details from his face is kept. Even on the lips, you can see there's a little bit of redness. Nothing too powerful, nothing too fancy in terms of the colors here. Everything is just spot on, and honestly, I appreciate this photo, and it's really nice. Okay. Once you go to situations with better photos, situations with better lighting, this will be the next one. Okay, next is more photos of food. Of course, I love food. Here you can see the focus is here based on the asparagus. A little bit of the radius is already contained here, but level of colors For the egg, it's spot on. Even on the spam at behind, it's really good. Color production is really spot on very cool temperature of colors. The lighting is right. The level of details even on the asparagus is really nice. It's really crisp. It's nice. I think this is really a good photo to share where you'll really be happy to share to your audience or to your FYP. So those are the sample photos taken on the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. And I think those photos can really testify that whether it's harsh condition from the backlight, focusing on certain objects, or even just having that kind of focus in terms of food, it's really good. Okay, moving into performance, we had scores of 500,000 and above using Antutu benchmark here. It means for everyday usage for the Dimensity 920 processor, it's really more than enough for your usual Facebook in high definition, Instagram, TikTok. But of course, some of us are casual gamers or even mobile gamers at heart. So for that category, of course, you know me, it's more of a Genshin Impact for me. So I just mainly use this smartphone more on Genshin Impact. So on a Dimensity 920 plus the 8GB of RAM, although it can be extended up to 16GB using virtual memory of RAM, I was able to use either in two variable settings. Low settings in 60 frames per second or medium settings at 30 frames per second. Now, you choose between the two if you want a higher refresh rate or more on the priority of detailed in terms of the pixels and also the characters with the consequence of lower FPS of 30 FPS. But for me, I played it on 60 FPS. Playing it was really smooth, and using the game controller in terms of the game boost features here on the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G, I was able to prioritize more of no notifications, no nonsense, and better overall performance using Genshin Impact. So I think this is really a good smartphone. Plus, I think there are two features that you will really like here using the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. For me, it's the dual stereo speakers on the smartphone. Since most of us tends to use our smartphones like this, sometimes your palm covers the speaker on the lower half. So, but here, using Genshin Impact, I was really a little bit more immersed, similar to using a high-end smartphone already in playing games, especially on the very vibrant screen and high nits and brightness it gives. So it's a little bit more immersive. Again, we go back to that selling proposition of Realme that you can really experience everything on the now moment, all at the palm of your hands. And I really think that they are doing it for the benefit of their consumers or target customers. Next is that on the haptic feedbacks here for the vibration, it's no longer just your usual vibration of bzz, bzz. It's really more of a haptic feedback similar to high-end smartphones again. Now, talking about the battery here on the Realme 10 Pro 5G, this is a 5000 mAh battery smartphone on a very thin, less than 8mm thin profile for a smartphone. Yep, smartphones are really getting thinner, but still they are able to maintain the 5000 mAh battery smartphone or the capacity here, all with a big 66 watt SuperVOOC charger here. Here is his left by right side by side comparison, but in my experience, you just need to charge your smartphone once. You don't have to bring this charger every day in your commute or in your workplace. You just need to fill it up once you wake up. You just pull it out and then just do everything what you need. And then for me, I still get around 20% around 7 o'clock at night. That's really all you have to do. 5000 mAh is really efficient enough. You have good optics, and then overall you have immersive in terms of the display, sound, and even haptics. I think Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G really has that kind of package that they really thought of each and every feature for every category and experience to be really a little bit above than the usual of your mid-range smartphone. So I think here, this is a winning combination, especially that if you are really looking for a smartphone with a little bit more of an immersive experience compared to just looking for a smartphone with just high specifications. Now, to give you the rundown for here on the Realme 10 Pro plus 5G, more of a conclusion and also the pros and cons. Honestly, I've already told you the pros. Now, on the con side, it's really more of the following. On the processor side, it's Dimensity 920. Although it's really capable, it's a little bit on the latter side already. I know that this processor is more than a year old already, so I think that's going to be a little bit of a consideration or a deal breaker for some of the techie users here. Again, there is still some smartphones from the Realme lineup that might satisfy you on a processor perspective if you're not keen on the Dimensity 920. Aside from that, the other keen for me or the con will be really more of, it's a great looking smartphone, no fingerprints on the back, but the problem is for me, it's a little too light for my preference. It's not really because of I'm looking more of an experience, but of course I've handled a lot of smartphones. Some feel really good, but this one is more on the average side. So even though it looks really nice, it just doesn't weigh that much. It's too light for me. For me, on my persona, I like my smartphone with a little bit of a weight, and of course having that curvature of sides. In terms of the curved AMOLED display and also the portability on this one, it's nice, but of course I think Realme has that kind of a little bit more preference towards the female users on this one for the Realme 10 Pro 5G. Not really more of segmenting it, but that's my analysis here as a marketer. And also, you know me guys, perhaps you've known I've been from Realme before, so each and every segmentation of a smartphone has its own target audience, and I think that's the target market for here. People who like portability, better display, better inner experience, better now experience with speakers, and overall, it's really the satisfaction of holding a smartphone that you'll be proud of each and every time that you use it, plus has that longevity. It's really durable, honestly. Alright, so that's it for the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G. And do give me a comment down below. If you have any questions about this smartphone, I'll answer it and give you more of an analysis or basis of a feedback, just in case I've missed something on this video. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure to check out our website www.hungrygeeks.com.ph and follow me on our social media channels at Isan de Guzman in both Instagram and TikTok, and of course support us by checking out the website and following us as well. So with that, thank you so much for checking out this video, and thank you so much guys. Bye.